Dead in my tracks because it's just a mystery. What is going on up here? All right, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah, you're right. Welcome back and welcome to the overgrowth explosion. And I don't know who that was. I mean, this is just one of those places where sometimes you run into people, and a lot of times there are people you've ran into before. But you know, there was just random stuff on the side of the levee, and all of a sudden a dude appeared out of nowhere, and I was like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Who are these people? But they were obviously fishing. Don't know if they caught anything, because yeah, I didn't really have a conversation. I think a fair amount of you recognize the spot, know exactly where I'm at. Some of you, maybe it's just you're new, or there's just way too much overgrowth, right? I thought to myself earlier, I'm not really in the mood for the dynamics of the river tonight, because I'm more in the mood to do some bottom fishing and jigging together combined. So I thought I'd come here because I can do that. I could run a light, see if we can attract something to it. But also, I'm kind of hungry, so I don't know how that's gonna work out. So yeah, I guess the machete's got to come out. They're still legal here, so let's get going. I am going to get the machete out. However, I just thought better of it. I still think it's a really good idea. Let's get a bait out first, so while I am kind of doing some maintenance, we can at least be fishing, because I brought bait from yesterday that I caught in yesterday's video. The hook tonight is a 5/0 octopus style circle hook. It's on 50-pound mono. Just got 3 ounces of lead. It's a coffin lead. Sinker slide bead. 80-pound braid is the main line. And this is my 7'6" Twitch and Whiskers rod. It's a onesie. It's a Catfish rod. Oh, my arch nemesis showed up at the dangest time. Frickin' water skiers. Ah, you fell down, putz. Yes, go. All right. Oh, are you going in the other direction? All right, I think maybe I can do this cast. Hopefully. I just don't want to put the braid out there and have it come in contact with someone. That could be bad. There they go. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Okie dokie. Everything seems like I bit off more than I can chew when I come to spots. Some spots, no, right? But, or yes, it's all spots. It's just in some cases you didn't see the burley bit that I had to bite off and chew on. I didn't show it to you. So yeah, when July is very, very wet, then August starts out very warm and dry. Yeah, this is what we got. Okay, reach down in here for the machete. Yeah, you're right. These machetes, you can do a lot of good with them, and you can do a lot of harm. All right. So I'm not gonna like clear stuff like I'm back on the yard or something. You know, I'm not gonna go crazy. Maybe compared to some people, I will be going crazy. Because I know some people that just wouldn't even partake. They just wouldn't even, they would never have got out of the truck at this spot. This is my second time to the ICW this week. The first time they hadn't cut anything, and as you can see when I was coming down this levee, it's all cut, right? That's recent, within like 2 days maybe, or less. Yeah, 2 days. 2 days ago they cut it. So earlier this week, the beginning of this week, I came down here in the dark, and that grass, it was like this, 3 to 4 feet, some of it higher than 4 feet. I couldn't tell what I was riding over. And yeah, I didn't catch anything, but a bunch of seeds stuck to my legs when I got home. Okay, so got a little bit of cutting done, and now we got a barge coming through, and I think we have a barge bite, because if you look, it looks like the wind, if you can see this, looks like the wind is really flapping about the line, flapping the line around, right? We got a slack line, and I think there's a fish messing with it, because that's not the wind, it's in the wrong tempo, wrong direction. Yeah, we got a fish. We've got a fish. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, we got a little gaff top. Yeah, you're right. Nice. Hear that? He's down in there, because I told you I'm kind of hungry. All right, so I was really bad. I was just really lazy, or maybe it was what was called for. I dropped a machete down in the weeds. But luckily I look down and I see exactly where it is, so nothing's going wrong, no harm to me. Oh, it's like a dying catfish with his belly up right here, right there. Just showed up. Wonder why. What's going on with that? Let's go ahead and put this back out. I don't know what's going to happen here in this video. There we go. Where'd that machete go? You know what is absolutely terrifying for me to think about is that there are places in the world where people are walking around with machetes, swinging them at each other in the cities and whatnot, and they're not the places that you could imagine. It's places where you don't think about it happening. All week it's been like on my mind, because all that stuff that kicked off in England, and I was just like, whoa, that's what's going on there? There's garbage everywhere and people attacking each other with machetes? How lovely. So maybe this video is just me catching a few gaff tops and trying out something in the kitchen, which if it's in the title, it's in the title. And I may mention it here in a little bit, but you may already know, because it may already be in the title. But maybe we're just doing some maintenance here, catching a few fish at sunset. Here's what it looks like with no light right here before we lose all the light and I'm done cutting. I know you can't tell much, but it's just a beautiful sight to behold, to me anyway. And here it is with the light. Looks pretty cool too, don't it? Yep. You want to know the technical time right now? I do as well. It is 20 after 8. Not sure how long I will stay out tonight fishing. It doesn't always happen right away, catching stuff in the light. Light has to be on for a bit. Maybe within the hour something will show up, but that's the plan. Like, just watch this catfish rod, and if stuff starts popping off in the light, I've got some jigs, little sac-a-lait jigs on another rod that I'll throw. It's actually kind of nice. It was another hot day. The media was going on and on about it for days and days now. Record heat, dangerous heat. And yeah, it's hot, but in my area, in my region, I don't see records being broke. They keep talking about 100-degree weather. That hasn't happened. Now the index, yeah, over 100. Someone told me, I saw somewhere, someone said to me directly, 114 in Mississippi was the index. Sure, yeah, we had an index pretty high today. I think the highest I saw it was 112. That's just the field temp. That's not the actual temp. So it's quite nice right now. Maybe it's 90 degrees, but there's a breeze, right? And the humidity is not super high. So I know a lot of people don't care about the weather, but I care about it in relationship to fishing and comfort, like safety and all that good stuff. It has a big importance on fishing. With the exception of a bug bite here and there because the mosquitoes are coming out. Sitting here is quite lovely. Got a nice breeze, so it's not too hot. Got a nice smell. Got a bunch of nice smells actually. Got this oaty and fragrant smells kind of blending together in here. All this stuff that I cut, right? Very oaty smell. Smells good. And then something very fragrant. Can't really put my finger on it. It's not jasmine, but about as fragrant. There's a towboat coming. Is he pushing a barge? Yes. So maybe we're about to get another barge bite. We haven't been here long enough for anything to start running, but this breeze has the water chopped a little bit. We still could attract something under the light. The light is mostly directed towards the water. Here's that barge about to be, the nose of it's about to be in front of us. It's a fuel barge. Pretty common barge on this canal. They go back and forth. They go up here to get fuel, and they go down there onto the river to dump it on a boat. Millions of dollars sometimes worth of fuel. It's a type of diesel. That's just a small one. The barge is well past us, and boom, there's that barge bite. Look at that. It is, I hope I'm not overreacting. We just had a massive slack line. We're gonna go ahead, instead of picking the rod up and googing out, we are going to just roll up that slack line, watch the tip, stand up. Yeah, you're right. That was something. How many times has this happened? It just happened to us again. We got hit by a fish and gave us the world's limpest slack line. And the fan just stopped, so okay. I'm just tired of it. I'm just gonna roll up and see. Oh, whoa, not speaking English right now. Here we go. Oh, yeah. I think we got a cat here. Not sure what kind based on how it feels. It's probably a gaff top though. Got a spotlight coming. That's a nicer gaff top. That'll go home. I think we have a bite here. We might have a fish. We've got a fish finally. Coming out from under this towboat. Keeping the rod tip low, just so we avoid any kind of encounters. And yeah, we're clear of that danger. was working jigs when this happened. Oh, different fight right here all of a sudden. Oh, but it's same thing. Little gaff top. Still good either size. So that's 3 fish coming home. This is the last bait. Oh, jeez. It always happens at the worst moment. I'm in the middle of drinking water and trying to catch up on my texts. I'm so behind on my messages, guys. My DMs, you know, my direct messages on Instagram. So many came in recently, and I've just been busy. So if I haven't got back to you and you messaged me recently within the last 2 days, it's this fish's fault. I was trying to catch up with you, but then I had to catch this fish instead. Whoa! What are you doing over there? What are you doing? You're putting up some interesting fight. What do we got? It's the same thing. All right. In fact, it is bigger than the rest, but yeah, that's going home, and that's the last one. Can you see that just fine? Here. Ooh, that's a little blown out, but yeah. All right, that's four fish. Yep, therefore, let's take it back up to the house and see what a beer batter with Corona Extra tastes like. That's about a cup of flour. I want to put some salt in there. As usual, that's to your liking. It's not necessary though. Give it a nice dry mix. Gonna play ketchup. So we add just a little bit of beer. Start mixing that up. Add a little more. We're looking for sort of like a pancake batter consistency. Hopefully I started with the right amount. If I have too much flour here, then it means I don't have enough beer. If you ever find yourself in that situation where you don't have enough beer, you can't go get another beer, just make up the difference with some water. But it looks like we're going to be okay. Definitely don't want to add too much beer, but you could always add just a little more flour if you do that. You want it to be like the same thing with pancake batter. When you get a nice viscosity, it's not too thick, it's not too thin, and it's kind of like that. Of course, we need to stir this up a lot more. It might seem like it's a little thin, but as you see, if you look down in there, it's very lumpy. If we even just let it sit for a while, there's all these dry bits that are just going to get soaked in. They're going to soak in all that moisture. So in time, as this sits, it'll be good. Yeah, you're right. A little time, a little stirring. I think it's going to be all right. Yeah, you're right. So I already did it. I cut the fish. It's late. Moving on here. Yeah, you're right. Let's do a tester. Just a small piece of one of those gaff tops. See, look. Put that in there. Pull it out. It looks coated. Looks decent. Look at that. Let's go ahead and come over here. We got some hot oil. Super hot oil. Awesome. If your oil is hot, it's not going to take long. There we go. Relatively thin piece of fish as well, so should be good. I'm only going to cook these 3 fillets that I'm submersing right now. You know, I've always wondered, if this, and a lot of other beers I wonder about, are they going to be good? Would they be good? I think sure, why not? But what is it going to taste like? Is it going to be any different? Usually it's like a cheap beer or something like Budweiser, something some people would refer to as a shandy beer, you know, a light one. And this is fairly light looking. This is a kind of a corn beer. It's not a real chicha, I'm sorry, because corn is just one of the ingredients in Corona Extra. There are beers where they're just made of corn. This little tester piece, probably done, probably more than done actually. Messy. Smells like pancake batter too. Looking for a golden brown. Looking good. Yeah, I've changed my mind. I'm just gonna go ahead and cook all the fillets. At least tonight. I don't feel like pigging out. I mean, why not? I have so much batter left. Might as well just do it up. And here we go. They're getting done up. Yesterday's soup. Still looks good. Yeah, you're right. Let's try that tester piece that I first did. That makes a pretty okay beer batter. I think I mean, it's fine, but I think I actually might prefer Budweiser. Yeah, it's okay. Now this is one of the proper fillets. Crunchy and crisp. Wow. It seems the more I eat it, the more I like it. Let's have a little bit of that rice with the tin bean Ital soup stuff. Just as good next day. Yeah, you're right. Can you hear the traffic? The sound of traffic? It's actually like 1:30 in the morning right now. And loud. Yeah, you're right. Hey, thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, being a member of the channel, and I will see you next time.